Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. Today we're here in Jacksonville, Florida, and we are going to be waterproofing the foundation of this house. I showed you this video about wet floors not too long ago. Pretty extensive job. Let's go over it real quick and show you what we're going to try to do today. So here in the back, we've got two wings of the house. This wing, and then we've got this wing that make the courtyard for the pool. We've got a nice patio. Inside the house, that's a sunken living room inside, and he's already had to replace the floor once, and water is still coming up, through the floor into the hardwood, and there was evidence of that. I showed you that on the other video. So the first thing we're going to do is he's got a channel drain that runs, the micro channel drain that runs the length of the back of the patio, and that discharges into catch basins over here. I stuck the garden hose in here. You can see it's starting to fill up with water. I don't think this line's cleanable. It's been there since 1988. And you can see how tall the shrubbery is. So there's a tremendous amount of tree roots here. But we're going to give that a try using that Spartan 1065. See if we can get through that. Possibly if we can get through down to where you see the shovel down there. Chuck's going to see if he can find the line right there real quick. I'm sure he will. If we can get to that point, great, because then it's easy enough to detour the line and put it into a new sump basin and pump it out. Same thing on this side. You can see there's tremendous amounts of shrubbery here with growth. These guys, viburnums, they put out a tremendous root system. The portocarpus, you can see those are huge. Those things grow really slow, so you can imagine the tree root system that's going to be underneath of that. But we're going to give it a try, see if we can't get these open. If not, they're going to get replaced. As for the waterproofing of the foundation, it'll start here in the back corner of the courtyard. It's going to go all the way around this side, around the back, and around the other side, and around the front. And it'll go to a sump basin where we'll lift that water up and send it back to, if you can see, there's a retention pond, and you see that water back there. We'll send it back all the way back to the back. Here on this side of the wing of the house, this catch basin right here, there is a line that comes from here, and it runs all the way underneath these shrubs, to the end of the house, and it's supposed to go over to that retaining pond. So common sense tells you that that line should be able to be found out here. And here it is. So I've exposed that line. The reason why is that we may want to try to clean this line back to the catch basin, as well as from the catch basin this way. So we found this one. Okay, so the drain cleaning machine did a pretty good job. We went from the catch basin, it got through all these tree roots all the way down the line in pretty good shape from 1988. And down here, I can actually see the cable, and you can hear it. Can you hear it? So we've got good flow and a good clean line from back there where Chuck's at, got through all these tree roots. We'll pull it back, and we're going to go with the cable from here and see if we can find it as it comes out over to that retaining pond. So you can see here comes some tree roots. Just take a look. Of growth, but not bad. But look at those tree roots. Like I said, nothing lasts forever, and this is the failure of any French drain, any drain. And so we're going to pull these off of here. We'll take the machine down to the other end. And real quick tip is, if you do decide to do this yourself, if you unspin the roots, you can try to rip them, but if you unspin them going in the opposite direction of the cable, they'll come right off of there. So yeah, let's go down to the other end. Okay, so I can hear that cable. Can you hear it? And it's coming right underneath of these trees. This magnolia, there's a citrus, a palm, giant tree roots. So, we followed that cable, and it went right through underneath all these trees. I found it over there, and then out here, you can see what we found. There's a 6-inch grate. It's been buried for years, but they also put it into like a dry well, and of course that was the whole problem. But yeah, we were able to do that. We'll fix this and probably just extend the pipe right out here to the water and let it be solid. Even if that water rises up and down, you know, it's still going to be great. So yep, cleaning and maintaining those drains, man, saved, you know, $1,800–1,900 to replace this. Okay, before I shut this hose off, I wanted you to see, you know, that this line has been taking water, but you can see it backed up all the way to the top. I'll turn that hose off now because remember we cut a hole in it out where we found it outside there. So remember the catch basin was full, and of course, you know, here where I put an opening in the pipe, of course this is full too. That means that the blockage is from here going out that direction. We're still going to clean this way as well, but we're going to start by going this way, see if we can find the end of that pipe just like we did on that side over there. And again, you know, maintain your systems. Things don't last forever, and by doing so, you know, we're able to open this line and again save about $2,000 on each side here. So that's $4,000 if we can get this one open and he doesn't have to replace this. Wow, I mean, you just saved a whole bunch of money, you know, for less than $500 or $600 to get it cleaned and repaired. Big difference in, you know, what needs to be done and how to go about it. Okay, so on this side, not as easy as the other side. Cable went out so far and it just won't go anymore. What that tells me is it's probably collapsed. So, but we're going to pull it back and see what's on the end of it, because there's always evidence of what's going on when you pull that cable back. So we're pulling it back. Might find some tree roots, but I'll bet you, as I was just pushing on that cable, remember I've been doing this for 30+ years, and I'll bet you that line's collapsed out there. So it's probably going to need a new one. Let's go ahead and turn that machine off. Go ahead and pull that piece back. Let's turn that off and pull it back by hand. You can see those shiny spots on the cable as that tells you that it's rubbing against something right away. I mean, it's definitely collapsing. Otherwise that cable wouldn't be shiny like that. So this line needs to be replaced. What was amazing is that we got through the other side that went underneath all those trees, right underneath of a palm. Just amazing. You know, sometimes you can get through, sometimes you can't. But yeah, if you look at the end of that cable, you can see there's no tree roots on there, but look how shiny it is. And there were shiny spots all the way back through that cable. Tells you that. Okay, so now we know it's broken that way. We're going to have to replace some of that line. But we want to see what's going on with it going from here back towards that catch basin underneath these portocarpus sidewalk viburnums. Remember, we're going to replace this anyways, but if that line's savable, it does save him a little bit of money. And let's see if we can even hear it in there yet. Yep, I do hear it. So we know this line is open, but we're going to send the cable all the way back here to be safe. And that way we know that this line is clean to at least to the point where we dug it up on the other side of the pool. But you can hear it. Listen. So when you hear that noise inside your pipe, that's a good sign. So the cable's almost out here. You can see it getting ready to pop out. There it is. I'm gonna yell to him. So yeah, our cable came all the way out. A lot of mud in there, but line was cleanable. Now we're pulling that cable back. Oh, there's some roots on there, but that'd be all right. They'll go all the way back. We'll pull them off at the other end. We almost got the cable back, and here comes the tree roots. We always turn it off because the tree roots make a big mess. But you can see a good amount of roots again, and that was underneath all those shrubs. Remember, the line is open going back towards that catch basin, which is great. But from here, you can see the water standing. This line's running out, going over to the retention pond. Remember, I showed you on the other side. But it's collapsed just beyond that, I guess maybe that's an oak, but whatever that is, crepe myrtle. Between there and the next bed, line's collapsed right there. And I'll bet you it's because something heavy ran over the line. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day.